Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angela Braniff, and today we are doing video number 4 in our Sell This House series. So if you are new here, we have been doing a ton of projects both inside the home and outside the home, trying to get our house ready to sell. We are looking to move our big family from the suburbs to sort of a farm type property and have some land and do a little bit of homesteading and all of that kind of fun stuff. So I have been taking y'all along the journey, and I have shared with you so far. Earlier this year, at the beginning of the year, I really did this big series about decluttering our whole house. So I will leave that playlist down below. And unbeknownst to me, that was a great decision because it has made this part of the process in terms of staging and getting our house ready to sell a whole lot easier since that stuff is already done. So I've done a video sharing with you guys all of the outdoor projects that we did, everything we did to get the outside of our house ready to sell. We really wanted the backyard to have a very family-friendly kind of cozy feel with lots to do for kids in the yard and stuff, but also have it be very welcoming in the front. I feel like we achieved that. So I'll leave that video linked down below as well. And today's video, I'm going to take you guys through the indoor projects. Now, here's what I want to say before we get into this video. We met with a realtor and we ended up having 5 days to complete everything, indoor, outdoor, everything, before our house was to go on the market. So it takes time to do the projects. It takes even more time to film yourself doing the projects. So unfortunately, there was a lot of things that did not get filmed because we got up to a time crunch where it was just like roll out of bed, grab the paintbrush and go. And there wasn't really a ton of time for setting up cameras and charging batteries and moving the cameras around for different angles and filming everything. So I was not able to film all of our indoor projects, but I am going to take you guys through the ones that I did film and show you guys sort of a lot of the stuff that we did. And then the next video in this series that will come after this one will be the staged home tour. So I will show you guys the final completed home tour where everything was staged and done, and we actually physically left our house to put it on the market. And I will share with you guys like the final staged home tour. So that will be the next video. Anyhow, this has been a long-winded intro. Let's get into the projects. So on the first day, what we ended up deciding to do was, you all know, we went around the house and we made a list of all of the projects that we wanted to get done. But one of the big things was we had a sort of running list of things to remove. So furniture that was too much furniture for a room, in terms of staging. So I took these moving boxes and basically went around the house, and for example, I would empty out bookshelves or just shelves that were on the wall that we knew were going to come down, or pieces of furniture that we knew we wanted to take to storage. So we had rented a U-Haul for the day. We decided it would be way easier than taking multiple trips with our van. So we rented one big U-Haul and just filled it with as much stuff as we could. So we were kind of in a time crunch this day because we only had the U-Haul for a certain number of hours. So we were just going through and, like I said, emptying off, this bookshelf, for example, so that it could get loaded into the U-Haul. And so I went through and filled boxes with sort of cluttery things, trinkety things. I took down all of like our family photos and anything that was super personal. I went ahead and put those into boxes and was just loading up the U-Haul with all of these items that we wanted to go to storage. That obviously did not go as planned and popped me in the face. But I figured we should take all the locks off the doors and stuff around here so it didn't look like a strange, weird prison with all these doors locked and barricaded off. But these were really hard to get off. And when this series is done, I am going to do sort of a recap video and share with you guys, some of the things that I learned along the way and some of the things I felt were most helpful. But I will say that choosing to rent a U-Haul for one day was not that expensive, and it made it so much easier to get stuff out all at once. And again, I'm just going through and decluttering shelves, pulling things down, I didn't want to completely remove all decor and stuff like that from the house. I just really wanted to pare it down and make it as simplistic as possible so that there was still something there to give it a homey vibe, but just not so much that it felt cluttered. Some of the other projects we did were basically painting almost all of the interior doors and trim. Goodness gracious, it was an undertaking, but definitely worth it, making everything feel really bright and white. But for example, this door, we had to replace one of the doors that was in our homeschool room because it had kind of been kicked in at the bottom. So these doors come sort of in this off-white color. So I had to go through and paint those white, as well as the two doors that go in Rosie's room and her closet. We had to replace both of those as well. So I needed to paint all of those white. Now, if you're kind of a messy painter like I am, or you just don't even realize it, and sometimes you make a little bit of a mess with paint, I did grab this little tube of, like, their baby wipes is what they look like, but they remove paint. And I found this to be very helpful if I ended up getting paint onto door hardware or something like that, to go behind it with one of these Goo Gone wipes and remove the paint. Very, very helpful to have on hand if you are not a perfectionist painter. All right, it's the next day. I'm gonna go around. I'll show you guys kind of the progress of everything. But I'm gonna go around the whole house, and anywhere that we have to do any kind of repainting for the walls at all, I'm gonna go through and fill all nail holes if I removed photos from walls, and I've got a new hole up there. I'm gonna go through and fill those so that everything can be drying, and then as I get to that room to paint it, I can just sand and go. Instead of doing it one room at a time, I'm just gonna fill all the nail holes in the whole house. I'm tired, but we're doing it. We're doing the thing, you know?
Love yourself and don't give in. And when you feel the harmony, smile with the sons of the galaxies. Lila, you're perfect like you are, a sublime creation, but you play yourself small. Such a waste of your beauty, girl. Lila, the key to it is you. Turn it when you feel it's true. Never look back and let your light shine without holding it in. Love yourself and don't give in.
Like I mentioned, one of the easiest things, in my opinion, that really makes a world of difference is areas that you have that are white, like trim and door frames, and for us, this sort of lower half of molding and stuff at the bottom of this room, is to repaint it fresh with a fresh white coat of paint. It does not take that long, and the impact it makes into making a room feel fresh, especially when our home is an older home, so it doesn't have that brand new feel to it, but having nice bright white trim and doors makes that room feel a lot newer than it is. All right, next project is I'm gonna touch up the paint, the white paint on the fireplace. As you can see, that's all like soot. I did get some black spray paint that is heat safe because I'm thinking about spraying the gold black. It shouldn't take long. I think I'll just tape the glass and then put cardboard around it so it doesn't get black on anything else. In fact, I might do that first, just in case. That way it doesn't mess up the paint job. Ta-da! I think it looks so much better with the black instead of the gold. Kind of wishing I would have done that a long time ago. We also did replace some of the locks and door handles on some of our outer doors, and I feel like that made a big difference as well, updating those to black instead of the brass. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the indoor projects that we tackled. I'm really so pleased, and I think I've said this before, but I would really encourage you that if you have little things around your house that you're just putting off and putting off, there's so many things that I wish they were so simple to do, and I wish we would have done them when we were here and enjoying the home. Just little things like painting the gold around the fireplace, I've wanted to do that for years. It did not take me long, and I just wish I would have done that so we could have enjoyed it, you know, during the time, the 9 years that we lived here. So if you have home projects that are on your list that are simple, that aren't super costly, I would just encourage you to get those done and enjoy them now. Don't wait until you're selling your house and for someone else to enjoy it. Do them now so that you can enjoy it too. I wish I would have done that, but that is it for today's video, y'all. I hope that you enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of our Sell This House series. Lots of exciting things have happened, so I'll have some more updates coming soon. But that's it for today's video. I hope that y'all enjoyed, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.